What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. Well, 2018 has officially come and gone, and I hope all of you out there on the interwebs as a collective have finally figured out that there's a couple of things we need to leave behind in 2018, mostly using hashtags in everyday vernacular. Now, we don't do silly New Year's resolutions here because doesn't matter what time of the year it is, we should always be moving forward, and that's why we're jumping straight into 2019 with a very surprise hit statue. Tyrone Johnson and Tandy Bowen are one of the more unique superhero duos with a very special symbiotic relationship. Making their comic debut in Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 64, they quickly became fan favorites. It also helps that their popularity is growing as a result of the first season of the TV series, with its second season set for 2019. So let's kick off day one of 365 right. Today we're going to be reviewing Diamond Select Toys' version of the Cloak and Dagger statue. Let's take a closer look. Now this one almost went underneath my radar until it was sent to me, and thank goodness that it was. This is stunningly beautiful. I love the head sculpt on Cloak, looks fantastic. Because he's wearing a hood, there is a shadow covering his face, and you see the whited out eyes barely, and it looks very menacing. The head sculpt on Dagger is so beautiful. It reminds me of Farrah Fawcett or something. Countenance in the face is great, skin tone is perfect, I love the hair sculpt. Overall, it's an amazing job. The contrast between the two is awesome. Now this wonderful attention to detail also extends to the midsection of this piece. Not only is it incredibly beautiful in terms of the color palette, but it's very sexy. Again, I love the fact that her costume is open right up until the navel. Again, it really catches your eye. But most importantly is the light daggers. I love the colors that they use here. It went from a deep yellow all the way to the tips where it's kind of whiting out a little bit and it looks great. I will caution you though, when you take this out of the package, be very careful because you could break them. It's a little bit fragile, so just keep that in mind when you take it out of the packaging. Now this entire statue, no matter what point you look at it from, just screams Diamondism. The stance here is just epic, guys. I love the fact that she's got one leg up and one other leg just barely touching the cloak. And they did an amazing job here. There's really no base to speak of, but just take a look at the sculpt on Cloak's cloak. It is beautifully done, the color palette is awesome, and it's layer upon layer of fold. Amazing job. Now it may seem that I'm giving a lot of love to Dagger, but Cloak is just as important in this piece, and that's why you definitely want to mirror this back. Just take a look at the reverse side, guys. The color palette again is beautiful. I love the black offset against the blue stripes. It is done so well. And again, the reverse side really gives you a great appreciation for the engineering here. I also have to mention that the arms in this sculpt are spectacular. Every vein is visible. Guys, definitely mirror this one. Now this might be a first for the show, but what makes this base remarkable, ironically, is that there really isn't one. And that is so freaking cool, guys. The footprint here is minuscule, so for those of you who are worried about space on your counters, this is definitely a statue that you want to own. Not to mention that because there's no base, and it's really just resting on the cloak, gives it this wonderful sense of verticality. I can't say enough great things about this. They really integrated this well, it looks completely organic, and I love how it looks. Now just like with most Diamond Select Toy statues, they are readily available mostly because of the price point, and the reason that this earns my holy grail seal of approval is because it's so unique and you get so much for the price point, and this one is going to sell out, guys. I almost guarantee it because it is so awesome, so definitely pick this one up. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at Big Bad Toy Store for sending this wonderful piece over for review, and if you're interested in this and other collectibles, please visit www.bigbadtoystore.com. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Diamond Select Toys' version of the Cloak and Dagger statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.